Welcome to Japan. Japan, the home of beautiful gardens, massive malls, amazingly fast trains, and vending machines that can give you just about everything. There's so much to see, but how do you actually just go out and see it? Welcome to today's video. My name is Corey Rosevere, and today we are going to walk you through the full Japan public transport experience. This video will be great for you if you're looking at traveling to Japan sometime soon and have never been before, as it's based on my experiences of doing pretty much just that. Luckily, I was there with some pals who were able to provide some insight into how everything works, and now I can share it with you. Now, navigating the train stations. First things first, these stations are huge, so get prepared to be lost many times whilst navigating the many levels of the station, and the mall attached to it too. The one here is Hakata Station, located in Fukuoka, about 3.5 hours to the west of Osaka. Now, I thought this one was big. Turns out Umeda Station in Osaka was even bigger. Now the good news is, most stations stick to a pretty similar structure and have plenty of signs to show you where to go to. The very top level almost always will have some restaurants where you can sit down and expect a table service. Your underground levels expect basement floors to be full of smaller food shops that might be on the cheaper side too. My favourite were the ramen restaurants where you can enter your order into a machine and minutes later expect a delicious bowl of broth to be heading your way without having to apologise to any of the wait staff for your clumsy attempts at pronouncing things either. Big win. If there's a subway at the station, you're likely to find the entrance for that somewhere around these restaurants too. Keep your eyes peeled though. There are plenty of English translations that should make it not too hard for you to find where you need to go. Worst comes to worst though, check out Google Maps. You should find that the station you're in has its own map on there too. So you found the trains. That's great. What's next? Well, unfortunately these aren't free, and you need to find the best way of paying that works for you. There's a few different ways to get a ticket, and it's going to depend on where you're heading. Regardless though, it's always a good idea to get an IC card. These bad boys can be used to pay for pretty much anything. Subway tickets, your typical train tickets, and pretty much any other shop you can find nearby. There's a few different kinds, but don't stress, they all do the exact same thing. Basically acting as a prepaid credit card so you can tap on any of these barriers to get onto your train. There's even an app you can download to have a virtual card on your phone, so a physical one isn't even necessary. The next option is getting a physical ticket. Now, there's a few different types. You may just want a single ticket for your subway ride, or for a JR line ride, and for that you can use one of these kiosks. Fares are calculated on distance, so select your destination on the screen. If you accidentally get off at the wrong station, you can always head to the attendants that now help you fixing up your fare. If you're heading a long distance, chances are you'll be needing to catch the bullet train, or Shinkansen. Now these are kind of fun. For this you'll need to get a ticket even if you do have an IC card. You can do this by looking for the signs and heading to the Shinkansen counter, usually just near where the ticket machines are. You could also choose to get a JR pass. A JR pass will give you unlimited access to regular JR trains and Shinkansen rides while you're in Japan. They are expensive, so don't lose it. You have got the option of reserving a seat for the Shinkansen. You do this while purchasing your ticket. If you have a JR pass, you simply go to the Shinkansen counter, show them your pass, and ask to reserve a seat for whichever works best for you. Okay, you've got your ticket and you're ready to go. Japanese train stations are full of nudge psychology, so if you feel like you should be doing something, it's probably correct. There's a few things to look out for though. Firstly, you've got to get into the area where the platforms are located. To get there, you either insert your ticket into one of the machines we saw earlier, and then take it from the other end. Don't forget it. You'll need it on the other side too. You can also choose to tap your IC card here, if that's how you're travelling. Alternatively, if you're using a JR pass, head to the edge of the barriers, and there will be a counter. Simply show your JR pass to the attendant, and they will allow you to walk through. Once inside, look for where you're heading. Japan public transport is extremely punctual, so you do not have time to waste. Look at the signs and identify what platform you need to go to. Once you're there, take note of what carriage number you're standing near. The trains don't always extend to the full length of the platform, so make sure you're standing somewhere where your train is actually going to pull up. Finally, ensure you're standing in the appropriate space. If you're getting the subway, look out for the women-only carriages, as you guessed it, they're for women only. Once the train arrives, move to the side so the exiting passengers can disembark, then maintaining the order of the queue, hop in. It might be a squeeze of its peak hours, so be careful. What do you do while you're on the train? My favourite thing? Eat. You'll find that the shops in the station are chock full of great snacks for you to take on the train, or even full-made meals. If you forgot to get something earlier, hold tight, and soon the trolley will be coming down with snacks for you to purchase too. This here is a bento box that I got straight off the platform just before jumping on the train. It's cold, ready to eat, and delicious. Take note though, eating and drinking on JR lines and subways typically isn't appreciated. Also take note of the signs on the trains for other good tips of etiquette. They really don't hold back. Another good tip, all the Shinkansens contain USB outlets, so if you're running low on charge, plug in and you'll be good to go for the rest of your trip. Finally, sit back, relax, and enjoy the scenery. You deserve it. Well, you got this far. You figured out how to ride the train. The good news from here is, it's the fun part. Now you actually get to get out and explore Japan and find out all the amazing places that the public transport system can take you to. Thanks for watching, and enjoy looking at some of the places we've ventured to.